Okay, deep dive. Okay, I think most of you know that the theme for this year for Unity Ottawa and Unity Kitchener is taking deep dive. So we have been treated for 3 Sundays of this month anyway, Reverend Janet Ellis, who has been giving us a wonderful insight on nonviolent communication. And then last week we heard from a few of our own members who shared about their spiritual experiences on their travels. So that was very entertaining and insightful. And now, closing out the month, we are very thrilled to be welcoming Chris Peacock. Okay, so let me just say a little bit about Chris before I hand the mic over to her. Chris is your healthcare practitioner here in Ottawa, aren't you? Yeah, who happens to be very passionate about music. I understand that as a child you learned to play quite a few different instruments, of which one of them was the trumpet. And she then ended up playing for 12 years with the HMCS Carleton Navy Reserve Band and eventually became an assistant conductor, right? In 1984, she became the director of this In Harmony Women's Choir, and that's a long time ago. I understand you took a little 5-year break in there, but you've been for all that time as the director, and continues to this day, COVID notwithstanding. Okay. And Chris embodies the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual realm music. And in her many years of performing, she has had 2 experiences, I understand, of feeling divine intervention in a performance that she will share, as well as her thoughts on how singing and playing instruments together transcend the individual and become a collective, sometimes otherworldly experience, both for performers and for those who are listening. Okay, so Chris is also, I think, going to invite you to sing. So I hope you put your little, don't worry about your masks, sing right through them if you want, but I hope you will join her. I think they're easy. And anyway, I now welcome you, Chris. Welcome to Unity, and this is all yours.
Okay. Well, struggling with two sets of glasses now, so I'm hoping that this is gonna work. Oh yeah. Should I put it up here? Okay. Is that good? Better. Okay. I'll come over here. Well, it's lovely to be here with those of you in person and online. And first, I just want to thank Cheryl so much for inviting me to speak today, because it's I don't know, the timing seemed to be divine inspiration as well, because I am going to be leaving In Harmony Women's Choir at the end of this calendar year after, since 1991 being with them. And so the invitation to talk about music or my experience with music as a spiritual experience, it was like, oh, wow, like that's a great time to reflect on that. And it's been a wonderful experience for me to do that. So thank you. So I did want to provide backdrop. I'm terrible with names, so give me your name. Lynn. So Lynn gave you a little history, but I think it's important to provide context to my experience with music over the years, and I did start early with playing or taking piano lessons at 7, and then at that time in the schools they started, doing recorders. And so I added that, and then was taking extra lessons and playing as part of recorder groups. And then I think my parents must have been trying to think of what else I could play that would take me through my high school years. And both my brothers played trumpet or had played trumpet. And so there was a trumpet in the house. trumpet it is. And there weren't that many girls back, as I think I started when I was about 10, that were playing trumpet, and even to this day there's not a lot. So anyway, they really my parents set me on this path of music, and I'm not sure that I was terribly appreciative when I was young, but over the years I've just cherished that they set me on this path, and I really feel it is a path, and that there are no coincidences why they chose music for me. Who knows? But that it's truly been a mainstay of my life, and some of my most memorable experiences I've had through music. And so I really feel that has always been something beyond me in play, and that I just kept following the open doors. And so I also listened when I was growing up. I listened to a lot of music, and Barbara Streisand was my absolute idol when I was growing up, right through and into my 20s. I'm sure my parents got very, very tired of listening to her songs. And then, as I said, trumpet did take me through high school, and I also joined a regional band. And then someone who was in that band said, "Well, why don't you come down and try out the Naval Reserve Band?" The military? Okay. And so I went, and I joined, and 12 years was with that band, and traveled across the country part-time, and it was wonderful. And I also participated as an instructor in the summer student program for 4 years, and as part of that, asked kids in the program who played instruments. And so then I went, okay, well, I've never directed before, but what the hey? And so did that, and added that into, was able to do that with the band. And then I decided it was time to leave that, and there was a period of time when I wasn't doing something musically and was looking for something else, because I just found after 20 years it was really hard to fit in time to fit in trumpet practice. And in 1991, I went to the inaugural rehearsal for In Harmony Women's Choir, and at that time there was no choir in Ottawa that was primarily for members who were lesbian or friends of, and so I felt like I found my second home. And so pretty much since 1991, I've been a member of the choir. And then in 94, like that whole time in the Navy and doing some directing, the director left, and so I stepped in and figured it out. Directing a choir is very different from directing a band, but as they say, you have to put in the 10,000 hours to learn something, and I've put in many, many, many hours over the years. And so I think that's where music, I did have lessons and all that, and did theory and harmony, but I don't have a degree in music. I don't have certainly don't have a degree in choral directing, which a lot of directors do. And that's been pretty daunting for me over the years, but I think that's part of the spiritual experience as well, that what I have learned over the years is that what I bring to music, and particularly to the choir, is my spirit and passion around music, and an ability, I think a divinely inspired ability to pull music from others. So it's not so much about the technical part for me. It's, what are we bringing out and putting forth into the world through music. And that I think even though I had a lot of experience in music, and now I feel like music sort of flows through me. I think we can all experience a sense of flow through music and the community that is created around music. So the first thing that came to mind when I started reflecting was I've been so fortunate to have two experiences in my life where something was happening way beyond me, and I talked about divine inspiration earlier, and that happened for me. So one time was playing the last post, and 12 years as a trumpet player in the Navy. I've played the last post a lot. And one year we were at the armories in Hull, and walked out and started, and I knew from the beginning something different was going on. I was standing there, I was playing the trumpet, but it was me playing, but it was I was a vessel for the music that day. It wasn't just me playing. It was like I was there with myself, and I was also beside myself watching, and it was the most amazing experience that I've had. Every time I talk about it, I still get goosebumps, and that was close to 40 years ago, and just floated off. And the setting was great. The acoustics in the armories were wonderful, but it was just a totally spiritual experience. And then I have had the good fortune to have that happen to me a second time. In 2016 was our 25th anniversary for In Harmony, and I think you were actually there at our concert. And I was directing, but I was also singing as part of a small group. And I was quite nervous because I was a lead for that one, and I'm not used to being a lead singer. And so I was quite nervous, and we got out there, and I started singing. I went, holy, this is happening again. And this one is truly, for me, what I felt was happening. My niece had taken her life the month before. And my niece Catherine was a creative force, had an artist, a musician, had done more in 33 years than lots of people do in a lifetime. And unfortunately felt that music had dried up for her. And so we lost her in April. And I totally felt that Catherine was channeling through me in that song. And it was just incredible to experience that and be hold that container for her to continue sharing. Could do this great from home, but not so easy here. Anyway, those are like two experiences where it was just absolutely something else going on outside of me, and being able to experience that myself, share it with others, and then that becomes a collective experience of that performance. So I primarily have a sense of music and spirituality coming through together through singing or playing instruments together. It's a collective sound, an emotion that comes together, and it creates something beyond us as individuals. It transcends each of us and creates an experience. Lynn said that lifts us up, that puts us more in touch with our heart and soul, and invites others into that space. And when that happens, something magical happens. So I just want to get a couple of you to provide, if you visualize a concert or a performance or just listening to a song that you'll never forget, and I'm going to be playing one at the very end, what were whether it's someone here or online, what were the elements or an element that made it unforgettable for you, like that you'll never forget either that concert or that song? Was it the setting? Was it the lighting? Was it the energy? What does any, yes?
Harry Belafonte at the National Arts Center, that voice. The voice.
The voice. So in that one, it was his tremendous voice. Great. Anyone else?
Rolling Stones, from watching it from the canal across from the stadium, and it was just the energy was so powerful.
Wow. So you weren't actually at the, wow, but you could feel that energy coming. Oh, that's fantastic. Great. Anyone online?
I think just being with the company, sharing the music was an experience in itself.
I have to do this.
Oh, sorry.
Tell her to wait. Okay. Go ahead.
No.
Anybody online have something they want to share? Go ahead. Can you speak a little louder?
I think the company that I got to share the music concerts with was extremely satisfying as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Anyone else here want to share anything?
I was at that concert. I remember, and it was mind-boggling. I felt your energy and the whole room. I think you shared what had happened, didn't you? Therese?
Yeah, I think yeah, because song was dedicated
Yeah.
to her too. Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Singing in a group, like a gospel choir in Montreal, being surrounded by that sound. It was amazing every single time.
Okay. Yeah. So like the collective coming together.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sound is no longer coming from you. You're bathed in the sound.
Yeah. That's a great description. Yeah. Being bathed. It's wonderful. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So I was just going to say, I remember way back when I was going to Bishop's University, and they had a long and narrow chapels where everybody's facing each other, and I was in a choir and we sang the Lord's Prayer together, and I swear it was like, yes, it just lifted right out. It was an unbelievable experience. Probably a lot like what you're describing.
Yeah, you go, wow, something different is happening here. Yeah, great. Yeah, so that's what I try to generate with the choir, and so that we are making music really as a spiritual experience, and particularly when we're doing a concert, to create that kind of atmosphere that everyone, both the choir and the audience, feels enveloped and are brought in, so that whether you're in the room or like standing outside, you feel that and go, wow, like what's happening there. And there's a lot of factors that come into that, and so that's what makes it a full experience in terms of, we have to bring our physicality to it. We have to look after our voice and make sure that we're warmed up and all of that. There's a mental part of it, because we have to learn the music and the words, and then we're pulling out the soul of the music at the same time through emotion, and then really transforming that into a spiritual experience. And what I've found in concerts over the years, that providing a context as much as you can to a song already starts to create that before you sing, and people kind of get word pictures in their head, and then when you're singing, it, oh yeah, okay. And then you're, looking at the dynamics of it, the expression. I'm always with the choir saying, stop looking at your books, look up at me, the music, look up, everybody wants to see you. And then you have that transcendence, and you have that back and forth energy. The choir is getting energy from the audience, and then the audience is also getting energy from the choir, and it just to me, that is creating an experience of connection and communion and spirit. So this is where you come in. So really, the best way to experience music as all of that is to do it. So I'm really hoping that you're going to join me here and online in your own home to do some singing. If you want, because it's a full body experience. So I'm hoping that if you can, you can stand for if you want. It's also, there's no pressure to sing if you're not comfortable, but it's also an opportunity to move if you want to just listen but be part of a collective experience. So just want to get a sense. So the first song that we're going to do is Song of the Soul by Chris Williamson. That's often a sort of a familiar one. Does anyone here know that one? Okay. It's very easy. So, I'm going to invite you to stand, because, with singing, if you want to kind of distance yourselves, and that kind of makes it less, can make it a little less risky too. First, just we did this earlier, but just take a deep breath in, and so in, and then a big ah, and let it down, and again, breathe in, and ah, good, and just shake it out, shake your arms, warm ourselves up, give your little, look your face, squeeze. I don't know if you can see me online. Okay, and a wow, and then we do the smile. We go ooh, yeah, it's not fair. I don't get to see your faces. Okay, and oh, I forgot my, one sec, I just gotta grab my phone and get my note. Portable piano. Here we go. Love of my life, I am crying, I am not dying, I am dancing along in the madness. There is no sadness, only a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. What do you do for a living? Are you forgiving, giving shelter, Follow your heart, love will find you, truth will unbind you. Seek out a song of the soul and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. One more verse. Come to your life like a warrior. Nothing will bore you. You can be happy. Let in the light, it will heal you, and you can feel you. Sing out a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. All right. Okay. So this one's like really want you to get into it. It's it's called Put Your Roots Down by Molly Hartwell. And I'm just going to, I'll sing, we'll sort of do a call and response. So the first one, I'll sing it twice and then you join in with me and we'll sing it a couple of times. So, I'm an alto, so it's low. If you want to sing high, go high. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Do that a couple times. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. And going on, 'cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones, okay? 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? And here we go. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Now sing it nice and quiet. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. If you hear what she says, if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Here we go. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Say what? Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Nice. We have openings in the choir, you know. Oh, that was great. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. So the last song that we're going to move into is one that no matter, I don't know how many times I've heard it, and it doesn't matter how often I hear it. I cry every time, and it just, to me, is a beautiful example of that connection to music. This is Sending You Light by Melanie Demour, and she is singing it, and her piano player is accompanying her, and there is total communion between the two of them, and it just transcends. Well, this is a song that for at least 20 years, the choir, we sing this at the end of every rehearsal, and we stand in a circle, and we hold the members of the choir, and then anyone else that anyone wants to bring into the space to send everyone light. I hope that it brings that spiritual connection to you this morning, and thank you for allowing me to share my experience with music, and I hope that music is a part of all of your lives. Thanks.
I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter where you go, no matter where you've been, you'll never walk alone. I feel you deep within. So I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter what you feel, or what you choose to show. I'm always there for you. And so I want you to know that I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear one, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry. 'Cause I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love.
Take a few minutes to just open your eyes and just relax and Mhm. Okay, good. Very good. It's the kind of thing where you could just stay in that same for a long time, isn't it? It's beautiful. I want to thank you, Chris, for coming and sharing that. That's the first time I've actually sang out loud in 3 years. That is in itself a wonderful feeling. I just love that. And I get what you're saying about what music can do for you. And I hope everybody can find a way through to what they're listening to or whatever to have that music in their lives. I think it can make a huge, huge difference to whatever you're going through in your life. Just add a little music to it. It can change everything. And I just, again, want to thank you for sharing that with us. Never had it where, it's been a long time, I think, since this congregation has sung. I think that we're all a little bit leery, aren't we, to sing? And yet you got us all singing this morning. That's pretty good. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. That's great. So are you going to be around after the service a little bit, just in case folks have some questions, or any of our folks on Zoom might want to? Okay, good. So now we're going to move into our prosperity blessing celebration here. USCO can only exist because of your generous financial support. And that enables us to live our mission of expanding consciousness and transforming lives. So please consider sharing your prosperity with us today. And you all know there are many ways to give, and you probably already have your own way of giving and are doing it on a regular basis. So that's fine, but there is a little box back there if anybody wants to make a contribution. There is a box back there for that purpose. Okay. And I'm going to ask you again, once again, to lead us in a prosperity blessing. So,
Thank you, Lynn. So we are abundantly blessed, and you may want to join me at home and here too. So we are abundantly blessed. Creative people are drawn to us. Divine ideas flow through us. Financial resources bless us, and we accomplish mighty works together. I'll do that since you're sitting. So next week we have our special guest speaker will be Reverend Ogun Holder. He will be speaking about radical acceptance, and this will be a deep dive with Unity of Kitchener, and we will have Reverend Ogun with us for 3 Sundays. And now I will finish with the prosperity blessings, which is one of our favorites. So if you'd like to please join with me and holding the prayers and the intentions that we have, each of us put in the chat, and also that we are holding. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. Okay. The light of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of washes over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yeah, I need to give you my version, and you guys have to learn that one. It's much better than. Well, I should say it's not my version; it's our version.
But anyway, thank you for singing that.
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard
So
that
now-
in a couple of years.
So now you can stand up and or at
This
home
time.
and join us in singing this one. I just have to make sure that I
And
put
I just
on.
want to
the
thank
music.
people first. For a
Oh,
second.
wait a minute. So
don't mind?
Lynn's got more
I
to
just
say.
want to thank everybody that came today. I especially want to thank you for coming.
Lynn, you're gonna have to do it on the mic.
Okay.
Okay, all righty. Okie dokie. All right. So I just again wanted to hold it. Say how very grateful I am. I'm also grateful as well as to Chris. No? Okay. To Mary and to Dora, who have helped us with setting up with the kitchen, and also Deborah, who provided the most of the coffee and the stuff for the service today. So thank you so much for that. Thanks again, Penny, where's Penny? There she is, for waiting down and greeting people at the door. Thanks so much. That is actually, it's a great service. So thanks. And I guess, let's see, am I forgetting anybody? Only, of course, you do. Yeah, we can't forget you too. These people are here at 8:30 in the morning, setting up, taking them probably good, well, what, 2 hours to get everything working right. No easy job, and they do it with such patience. Anyway, I just am so grateful because, oh yeah, she had patience, believe me, because I've heard when she's not patient, so I know. And I tell you that, yeah, really, honest to God, we wouldn't be having these services if it wasn't for the two of you, because where would we be? What would we be doing? I don't know. But anyway, so now we can all join in singing. Thank you for the music. Yeah, I love that song.